the way they are.
Good morning.
Good morning, Heidi. All the best to you and to your husband, especially to your husband, because that's kind of. Heidi is in the hospital, probably, I don't know, but she's taking care of our channel, not monitoring, navigating.
Monitoring.
Monitoring? Okay.
Monitoring, yeah.
Monitoring. And thank you so much for that. Thank you, Brooke. And thank you, Janet, for your help. It is such a... She helped me again, and thank you so much. And I asked Janet, when you will be on another side, can you help me to answer my questions? She laughed. But, she sent me some money. Thank you so much.
Okay, you want to get your cards out now.
And I said I will have to leave, work and work and work.
Hi, Sylvia, and thank you for the greeting.
Do the readings.
Kathy McLaughlin,
the
Mathanji.
winners. Thank you so much.
You're going to use Nate's cards today, too?
And thank you, and all the best to Janet and to her husband as well, Tom.
It's a tough time for a lot of people.
It is, and it's hard on me.
Well, Janet's been just an absolute angel.
And she is, yes. And she is doing so much goodness, even not thinking about herself, just thinking about others.
Are you going to use Nate's cards too today?
Oh, yes, I will.
Off to the left. Right over there, aren't they?
Oh, behind it, yeah. Behind.
Hi, Kathy, Mathanji. And thank you very much, Heidi, for
greeting everyone.
Yeah, she's wonderful. Crisscross. Maggie Zeal. Leo Smiles. A lot of familiar names. Wanda C. Oh, hi. I haven't seen that name before. Hello from North Carolina. Lizetta Thomas. Hello. I haven't seen that name before either. Debbie Trigiani.
Miller.
2535 Apple. Welcome. Jeanette Cox. Barbara Wink. WYNNYK. Hi, my cousin Charlene. It's nice for you to see us. Yeah. Still alive.
Hello,
Chris.
Charlene.
Deborah Robinson. Hello from Calgary. Mm-hmm. Welcome. A lot of new names here that I haven't seen before, and a lot of familiar ones that have been posted. And it doesn't mean that you aren't watching. It's just that you just
I know some
you're not part of the live posting
comments, and some people are communicating with me, but not through the channel. And I want to announce that on the September 4th at I think it's 11 my time and 12 o'clock. Linda said noon, so it will be 1 o'clock my time.
1 o'clock. If she said noon her time,
yeah, it will.
She's behind. Yeah,
it will be 1 o'clock.
And what's the date again?
The 4th of September at 4 o'clock. At 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Mountain Time. And she's on the West Coast, and so it's at 12 o'clock her time.
Yeah. In California. And we are wishing her the best wishes as well, because she has some health issues. Everyone has something, and they are saying that most illnesses are created by stress.
Well, it's called disease. DIS, ease. You're out of ease.
Yes, but some of them are created by some pleasure as well. And they are still disease, but they are disease of pleasure. You know which one, okay. This program is for spiritual and entertainment purpose. I have some jokes, but they are just running away from me right now.
Antoinette has one. When you pray to a loved one who has passed, how do you know? How do you know that they're getting the message?
You just have to believe it. Like we are believing when we go to church, we are believing in God or whatever religions we are choosing to believe. And I believe that that's the way we are sending. Sometimes we have the ease for us. Like I'm communicating with my son Leszek, and I can't have guarantee, but I feel. So this is the way I'm operating, and you have to believe
They're always with you. Whenever you think of them, they're with you.
Yeah.
And when we go to the graveyard, to visit them, they're actually coming with us the entire trip. They're saying, thank you for visiting me here. And then they come back home with us. They're always with you when you think of them. And when you think of them out of the blue, they're getting in contact with you. And you also get little, on the top of your head, you can feel a little movement. And those are called angel kisses. Mm-hmm. And I do it with my hand as well. I ask my mom to swirl in the palm of my hand to let me know that she's with me.
And you have letter M on the palm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
she should be millionaire. Well, she was married to a millionaire before they were millionaires.
Yeah, we made it together. Anyways, so don't worry about them not hearing you. They're always with you. This one I don't quite know what it means. Jeanette Cox. There are rumors out there that the Jeffrey Epstein files are personally tied to Trump's money, and that someone will reveal. Oh, the Epstein. Okay, the Ep files. They're personally tied to Trump's money, and that someone will reveal this in September.
In September, mm-hmm. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Not only but money as well. Everything is connected. It's strings. Like when you are drawing the A4 lines on the map, mm-hmm. So many strings connecting, and I think that's what it is. That's the reason he doesn't want to show it. And then Mike Johnson is postponing this as much as he can, controlling not to be in open field. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has invisible connection between one hand and another. So, it is like that as well. And Trump is praying not to show that because the lower hit on him, so many energies over there. And he's afraid that the justice will be served if people will know about this. So he is making sure that no one can have any access.
Well, Deborah, thank you for joining the live. She says she watches all the replays, but seldom goes to the live. Well, thank you very much.
Well, everyone is welcome on live, and as well because we have a nice village right now on the right side, and as well when it's repeat, you can always be part of this community.
And Barbara Winnick, thank you for joining us. She even gives her pronunciation so that we can, it really helps sometimes.
Can I see the neck? Oh, that's not Polish. Winnick.
Debbie Trigliani is asking, what kind of trouble do you see PP trying to cause now that he's reelected? He's one of Alberta's MP and member of parliament in our federal government. And he's the leader of the opposition party, the Conservatives. and he's aligned more with Trump. So what kind of trouble do you see PP trying to cause now that he's reelected? 1, 2, 3.
I see steering. You know, sometimes the cappuccino has that nice design,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like heart or you know, whatever design you can they can create for you. And he is steering, so there is no design, no clear picture.
Mm-hmm.
He will be doing things that will be beneficial for him and his family, party, to make them money, and to put judgment on opposite party.
Well, he doesn't like to work with the other party.
Yeah.
And that's what he's always been known for. But he's been also told to calm that down a little bit,
Mhm.
because that's his stick, you know, like Trump, go after. It's always divisive, and that he has to start working for the betterment of Canadians. And he hasn't learned that yet, and neither has our premier. And you said the other day that, you know, they are working together behind.
And she wants to create chaos, and
Well, she focuses on the going against all the troubles that she imagines with the other party in Canada, the Liberals, Mark Carney. But she tries to deflect us from thinking about all the problems she's causing in Alberta, and there are a lot of things, and she wants us to deflect over. It's just the same as a Trump playbook.
she wants to be empresses.
Yeah, well, hopefully we don't have to deal with her too long. On CBC News, they did an interview of Trump, and he was wearing a red ball cap, and it said Trump was right about everything.
Oh yeah, that's what he was wearing.
Yeah, he's just
last week on Friday on the Oval Office, and he was like that. Monday he had such a boost of energy. I believe he is getting IVs of transfusions of young males. That's what I'm guessing.
Heidi is asking.
So was that question related about the hat?
No, he was just wearing that. He's just such a narcissist. Gosh, he's interesting.
And yesterday, 3 hours, he was letting the Oval Office secretaries to kiss his.
Yeah, they had to compliment him.
Oh,
but they're also worried about going back to their constituencies and facing up against the people, because the next vote's coming up.
And people will tell them, you are not a good person. And they are telling him, he was so wonderful leader, so organized, so this, so that. And
I look forward to when he tries to rewrite history, but when it all comes out.
He's already rewriting. The Black history he's rewriting. And I thought, well, I checked how many Black people lives in USA population, and it's 16.5 or 0.2%. None of the people around Trump are Black. Nothing. Spanish is Rubio, but otherwise I don't see others as well, Spanish people. So he is so focused only to create the country for one group of people.
Mm-hmm. Well, in your past life with him, you're reading with him, he was one of the
one who was bringing
slaves over.
Yeah, no, I didn't have past life with him.
No. But in your past life, I'm reading with him.
I will use the frying pan on him.
Delphi Ross is asking, is the U.S. government selling these people to Africa to be used for soldiers? Because some of the countries are in war. What's the purpose of
sending them to Uganda?
Like even Garcia, he's going to Uganda.
Yeah.
He has no connection with Uganda that I know of. 1, 2, 3.
Oh boy, I don't like that vision. But I'm seeing people sent to the garbage, like crashing them and sending to the garbage. But they will be bringing some peace over there. They will be bringing some hope for the people who are there. So they will be able to create some movements even. They will be completely lost. Or maybe they will be going to on another side. I don't know. Stability, safety for USA. And he might be making money of them.
Well, isn't he human trafficking?
He might be. Who knows? But this is the man about money something.
So let's go back to Heidi's question. Don is trying to infiltrate Greenland, and our minister is furious. Will Don be lucky?
Regards.
1, 2.
I thought that he forgot about this with his dementia,
3.
but he didn't. I see doors close in his face. You know, when Vance went with his wife, they closed the doors. Usha.
Mm-hmm.
Even Usha was not invited to any household. No one wanted to deal with them. So I don't think he will be too lucky. You know, it's like a small village.
Mm-hmm.
People know who is doing what, like in my grandfather's village. The gossips was faster than, and the opinion in the church was so strong. People were so obey to the rules, because otherwise everyone in the lineup for bread, 2 times a day they had fresh bread, and the lineup was half of the village was coming to buy the fresh bread, and everyone was, did you hear, they have a new motorbike, they have a new car, the daughter is getting married. Oh boy, everything. You were standing as a teenager, and my cousin was from the town close, so she had more connection with the village, and she was telling me they are talking about girl a little bit older than us. Yeah, they will be. He wants to buy them. He is going to put some money in there. Yeah, all about money. Promising them money. And they will tell him get lost. But then the money is sometimes a very strong attitude. So I am worried about that, but he will be trying to go behind the rules.
Everything is about money for him. Everyone has a price to be bought.
He thinks that way, yeah.
Well, he can be bought, but he's bought more easily by compliments.
Everyone is judging others because the own measure.
Mm-hmm.
They think, oh, if I can do that, they can do that too.
Now you have a question here that you wanted me to ask you. How safe are our banks in Canada?
And USA.
Yeah, well, the second part is USA, so let's do Canada first.
I see backstabbing, so there will be some of them will be backstabbed. And in Canada, if you have money in one bank over 60,000, they are not insured. So it's better to have in few banks probably for people who has that kind of money. And so that's what I'm seeing. I will pull the card. Yeah, they are hand by hand with Americans probably the same way, and the symbol of coldness. So I'm not seeing this as a good symbol, because walking in the winter, especially in Canada, is not a fun, especially with the little kids even. So 1,
2, 3. So what part of the question are you asking?
I'm still answering because
For
both of them
Canada.
are connected. They will try to make good choices. They will be feeling that they want to be a good sample. We have mostly controlled by government, you said. The banks are more controlled by government.
Well, we don't have the private ones like so
Yeah.
much in the States, it seems.
But there will be surprises, and we will have to pull it up, so something might be going not
And
too well.
that's part of Mark Carney's background.
Yeah, he
And
is.
so will he do something to protect Canadians? 1, 2, 3.
Empty seat. I don't see anyone sitting on that seat yet. It's a luxury vehicle, maybe trailer or plane, but the seat is empty. So he had to fill that seat to make sure that people are, and the card is saying, yeah, make sure that poor people are not abandoned. So he will be doing this. He might put
That's Nate's, isn't it?
Nate. He might put some lady in the office, and he will fulfill his dreams, not to the point that he wanted to, but he will try to be a leader and a good provider. And for USA, yes, for the banks, 3 cards, please.
2, 3.
Oh, I pulled 2 cards. It will be worst. It will be worst. It is like fence, old-fashioned fence, not taken care of, and some missing boards in there. It's white fence, but it will be destroyed by weather. Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you, honey. And it's without protection. Yeah, the Americans will be by Christmas. You have to be aware of that, because there will be some problems already by Christmas. It's coming. The problem is coming. And right now it's security, but people will be crying about that. So make sure to protect yourself as much as you can. An angel of justice will be involved, because what he will put, he will receive. And with those tariffs, he wants to give us the information that everything is great. I sent you that joke today. If someone is giving him the wrong answer, the real answer, and it's not his way, you are fired. So he will be fired.
He has very thin skin.
And he just wants to know his version of the truth. But the truth is truth, and he can't, so there will be problems.
Yeah, but it goes back to his cap.
Because
Trump was right about everything. He knows everything.
Yeah,
it's just
he
amazing.
knows more than generals. He knows more than anyone, and the scientists. He knows more about medicine than. And the second one who knows more about medicine is Kennedy Jr., Robert Kennedy Jr.
Jackie Jan is asking, how will overall consumer spending be like by the end of the year, and how will the businesses do financially this holiday shopping season in the U.S.?
And I said that problems with the banks will start that time, big time.
And so what about the businesses? How will they do financially? 1, 2, 3.
Closing a lot of stores and empty shelves. I have to pull this one. So, not too good. If people wouldn't have the money, they are not going to buy. But the economy is booming. Never was better in his.
Well, it's for him.
For
It's
him.
booming for him.
Yeah. Look, it looks like Christmas. Looks like Christmas tree from the first moment, but the guy is bigger than the Christmas tree, so small Christmas tree. And yeah, people will not know what to do. They can't buy more than one doll for the daughter.
As Trump would say, they don't need more than one.
They don't need, but he needs so many golf clubs. He needs so many planes, and he has only one behind that he's flying in. And he has government plane, but no, it's not luxury enough. The juggling with money will be hard, and mothers with the babies will be feeling that they need support.
I was reading somewhere allegedly that ICE aren't going to be at the schools on the first day of school, but they just said the first day they wouldn't be there. So
But
it's not
already
good.
some schools started, and we have already from
I can't imagine
Tennessee-
what it's like to live there in the US.
to worry about the kids.
To worry about friends, family.
Yeah. Once my sons came because they were going to the same high school, and they came in and they said, "Oh, good mom, we had a threat of the bomb." I said, "Yes." I said, "Jesus" in Polish, and I said, "That's impossible, not in Canada." They said, "Mom, it was Hulk," but they let us out early. So they were not even thinking that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the high school was 2,400 students, which was scary for me to know that they can have that in Canada. Roman went 1 year earlier than he's supposed to because he wanted to go and they tested him and he was smart enough to go early. He was the youngest kid in the class. Somehow he survived.
Mm-hmm. Violetta is asking, do you see drafts in the US? A.
Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
Walking instrument that will be pointing who is going. So it looks like they will be pointed who will go. In Poland, people are drafted for preparation to army.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in school, I had to go to be prepared to be a nurse. We had one subject, 2 hours a week, one after another hour, and I was sitting on the floor because I was fainting. And he said, "Violetta, sit on the floor." I hated that because everyone was standing, and when I was standing, I was fainting, so he didn't want to take chances. And it's not pleasure to look from the bottom to on your friends, and they were, "We know you have to sit because you are so fragile." But I'm saying we were preparing that time. A lot of apartment buildings had their tunnels under that were connected to the playgrounds. So we were sitting on that little roofs on those tunnels, and so, but it is not smelling nicely because it's cement. But that's what they are using in Ukraine. Most of those places are connected to the tunnels, every apartment building. I think now they are building the same things. Mark Carney is today yesterday, he went to Lithuania. Lithuania was long time ago, in 1410, was kind of connected to Poland, and even in 1800s, Mickiewicz was our biggest poet, was calling this Lithuania my mother country.
Mm-hmm.
Ojczyzno moja. So the language was the same. Now they are speaking mostly Lithuanians, which is fair, and English and Russian. So if you want to go to Lithuania, it will be not easy but you will communicate. The languages are very similar. So the people will be going to the drafting, even women's. And he doesn't want women. It will be all about cheating. The doctors will be involved. So many guys, rich guys, will be saying that they have
bone spurs
bone spurs
in both feet, so they don't forget which one it was actually in.
And some of them will have to go. Some of them will have to go and protect, because he already said openly when Zelensky was in White Office, in Oval Office the last time, he said that it's a good idea, kind of, to be in a war so you don't have to have election.
But the war is in Ukraine, not the U.S., so he'd like it started in the U.S.
He wants to start something, yes, and it. They do that. Israel has the very long war. Nothing. Bibi could finish that war a long time ago. And he didn't, because he will go to prison maybe. So he doesn't want to finish.
So is he trying to start more of a civil war or a war with countries outside who will do something?
He wants to start with some other country, just to have a war.
Wow.
And he will even, to use the Greenland, which is very, I'm not saying that he is, but he will try to find some reason to attack some country that is vulnerable, so he's not losing so many soldiers. And he thinks he will be popular by doing that. I'm sorry, Heidi, that I'm scaring you. I'm very sorry.
Was there something about him wanting to attack Mexico, allegedly?
And Mexico is too strong for him, too much guns. No, he wouldn't go.
He wouldn't do that?
He is a chicken and or taco or whatever.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, Don just pulled $175 million from California high-speed railway. Will Newsom try to punish him somehow?
Instead of buildings, highways, especially in California, it was always overcrowded.
Mm-hmm.
Always, when there is a little accident, well, one line accident, the traffic is building up so much. One lady was telling me that she was stuck 2 times in San Francisco area, and she has the electric car.
Mm-hmm.
2 times she couldn't move it after a few hours.
Because
she was stuck. So, the traffic is a big problem, and he wants to make it worse. So what is the question? How Newsom...
Don just pulled $175 million from California high-speed railway. Will Newsom try to punish him somehow?
Regards.
1, 2, 3.
Only barking like a dog. And fighting, but jokefully fighting with him. He will be making fun of him. And that's a good way of fighting with him, a comedian way.
Okay.
He's writing those comments, but what he can do? He can't do anything. He's a president. He has the money, he has the pockets, and people will be gathering, they will be protesting, and there will be some movement. So eventually the Californians will have to, because one highway is the connection with home state.
Namathanja has a comment here. She says, I thought Violetta said prior that U.S. will acquire Greenland. Have you ever said anything about U.S.
And
acquiring
I know
Greenland?
that he wants to buy the Greenland.
Mhm.
Yes. I don't want to go that. I saw that before. I don't want to push the boundaries with that one. He will. I was hoping that he stopped talking about this and it's over, but he needs a shiny object because the closer is with the closer with the EP, with the Stain story, the more shiny object he will be putting. So he wants to do that. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He will open the window for it. Window is symbol of opportunity. Yeah, he wants to come on the Trojan horse and be a winner. He wants to be one who is giving America more land. He wants to feel strong. He's isolated. And he wants to cover the secrets. So it's all about his way of dealing with situations that he wants to make a mess here so you don't see the mess over there.
Gino is asking what's F-45's life review going to be like? How many centuries will it last? One, 2, 3.
Oh, centrist and centrist. He will have to clean that, and people will have to feel sorry for him in so many lives. He will be vulnerable, and he will be mentally and physically vulnerable for many centuries, and he will be dying and being born, and until his soul will be clean. Yeah, complete change. Everything will be. He will be feeling like he is a vulnerable baby every lifetime, not able
To experience what the damage that he did.
Yeah, he might be paralyzed or whatever, or very, very sick. And yeah, lonely, very lonely, not being heard, and the parents might be abandoning him from one life to another, and different parents, but he will feel, or maybe even in countries that he calls them whole countries. He will be born in those countries, and being vulnerable, hungry, will teach him a lesson.
Will he come back a future lifetime as a black that's oppressed?
Yeah, probably. He will have to experience everything what he was so negative.
Well, in the life review, that's what we do.
And he was laughing at people who are disabled. He will have that.
Well, all I can say to him is buckle up. And he's wanting people to pay for his, he's starting to give me money to buy my way into heaven. That was just on the news today.
And I had conversation. Sometimes I'm sending emails, and yesterday I talked with Janet, and I told her that she will be given so many gifts next lifetime. She will feel like, I'm not saying like she will be like Taylor Swift, but she will have all those gifts like beauty. Taylor Swift has beautiful body. She is smart, intelligent, and successful. And now on top of that, she is left. And congratulations to her on her engagement. I was talking about her last week, and now because thank you, Jean, thank you.
Thank you very much. Gino.
Gino. No, Jean. Jean.
Gene Zero. Oh,
Jean.
whether it's last
Thank
name
you.
or not. Thank you.
And this might be I believe that when we are doing things, sometimes we are annoyed by doing good things. It's not easy. You know, when you are dealing with someone who is driving you nuts, and you have to deal and be patient because you know that that's not the fault of that person. You are giving yourself a pat on the shoulder. I think eventually you will be given more in the next lifetime.
Classical's asking, will the president of Venezuela leave his country?
Why would he do that? He is in his country.
They want to overthrow Maduro, take the oil. So will the president leave his country?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
There will be a mess right now over there. Give me money, I might go. Look. So the picture is like behind me, like my picture. So he might, but it's not going to improve. They want to backstab him. He will be irresponsible. Yeah, it's all about money, so he might be paid to move out.
Where would he go to? Where would he be welcome to?
I don't know enough about the
Artist Liz is asking, when will the military stop following his unlawful orders?
Okay. Look, I see 2 captains on a ship. So one is the one who is telling what to do, the army under the deck, and then they are coming to the surface and they are seeing that there is a bigger captain. So there must be some movement eventually that will stop him from stop the rules for Don Don, and the new captain will take over. And then that's when there will be 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, some rules will change, some written script, maybe that they will be reading constitution, that's not legal what he's doing, making choices, and worry about finances as well. And surprise, he will be surprised that there is a new captain and the army will stop listening to him, but it will take.
Who will be surprised that there's a new captain?
Don and his people, yeah.
So they will be taken over somehow, because it has to be a surprise.
Mashallah. Yeah. In Poland, we were surprised one night, 13th of December, 1981. You wake up and there is no TV, no telephones are disconnected. No, TV was there, and there was only serious music, like on the piano.
Yeah,
that was kind of music. and the Polish flag and so on, and nothing more. But before I woke up, I told my husband that I had a really horrific dream that the dragon came and started spreading the fires. And that what was happened. And I said I had the same night, I had the dream that I was running with Leszek in the 4.5 horses. I was crossing the border to Germany. And 4.5 horses, that makes no sense. But 4.5 years later, I crossed the border to fly to Canada. But that was kind of prediction and premonition that I will be running away. And yeah, I was running just with Leszek because Richard was already in Canada. 6 months waiting for me, 3 months he was in England, and from England he went to Canada. It was the different time, and yeah, sometimes the dreams are coming to the truth. But it was scary, very scary dream that I had that night. I was mother of 2-month-old baby.
Sharon A. Rose is asking, should Vance come in to the presidential seat, will he cozy up to Putin the way Don does?
It depends what situation he will be pushed to be in a seat. Because if Don will lose his marbles or health, like if he will have a heart attack, then he will try to step in his shoes. If there will be a rebellion situation and he will have hope to be to sit in the seat as a president, he will try to be his own boss, different person. But as long as Don will play some role and there will be hope that Don will come back, he will be obeying the rules with Putin. But 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
So I have 4. And yeah, he would like to pet the Putin and telling him, I'm still with you, I'm still doing what my boss was doing and playing, but don't trust him. America will be a rebellion by that time, and it will be all about money, so he would like to grab as much money, but he will be afraid to be too cruel. He will have to be more.
Does Russia have any compromise
on him?
Yeah, do they have any blackmail information for Vance to control him?
They can open that doors and put more things.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I see a symbol of a doorknob, so they can open that door. They want to fulfill their dreams. They want to celebrate the power of Russia, and if they will let him to be on the presidency, they will be controlling him. And upside down, so I don't know why, but they wouldn't let him to jump too high. This way.
So they'll keep him under control.
They will keep him under control.
Now the last question for today, and I do take screenshots of the questions that are in the chat. Martha's asking, will AI, artificial intelligence, be able to replace psychics and astrologers by predicting future events? One, two, three.
Some ways they will be choking us. Well, right now they are choking us because we can't say what we want to say sometimes. So that will be the way of controlling us. Replacing, I don't think so. Why I have the cards upside down? No, they wouldn't be able to do it. What we have is different than they can explain it. And the cards. It will be all for the money, so they will be controlling to predict things the way they wanted, to what they put they will receive, and it's all about controlling the population and crowd. So that will be different way of. It wouldn't be psychic way of dealing. It will be the way they would like to deal with. Okay, if someone has too much chemicals in the body, I bought that patches for feet to take.
You bought that?
And Roman was here and he saw this and he said, Mom, the better way is to cut the onion or potatoes in slices and put for the night in the socks.
That's a Barbara McNeil.
Yeah, and you will be
holistic one, yeah.
And you will be better off. Don't do this. Don't waste your money on things. So I still have those patches and I didn't use it. But potatoes are so good as well for headaches. My father-in-law, eventually he had Alzheimer, but before he had it, many years he had always headaches. And even when he was visiting us for half a year, in the early 1987, 88, he was, when he had headaches, he would tell me, can you cut a potato in half and so I can keep it to my...
Do you just cut it and put it up to your head? Or do you
No, to the temples.
So it's just a cut piece of potato?
No, he was cutting half.
Yeah, but it's not shredded or anything. It's
No.
Okay.
You cut it and he will hold it. It's it's not too cold, not too hot, and it has energy in it. Like I know from experiments in the school that you can create energy in there with the potato. So he was doing this. Onion not too close to the eyes because you will be crying. So you can try it to do that.
And for prayers today, we have some people here who have commented on the mass shooting in a Catholic school, church in Minneapolis, killing 2 children and severely wounding others.
And its second thing this year, first the guy was shooting Democrats at homes, and now the school.
And Sharon, you have a second part here of a question. I'll leave that for Violetta to answer on Friday's video. That'll be posted on Saturday.
Thank you.
Also prayers for
Janet and Tom Burke.
They're always in our prayers, aren't they?
All the time. And I said that I will be praying for them as long as I have my YouTube channel. And I want to put prayers for Brooke's mom and Frankie, or Frank, Heidi's husband. So I want to pray for those people.
G. Moni, 64, prayers for me, diagnosed with breast cancer. Treatment starts next month.
Oh my gosh. It's so many ladies that have that.
Trini Patsy is asking for prayers for all who have cancers and for peace in the world, and for Mr. Garcia, who was arrested again, and for all the migrants.
They let him out and they put him back.
They want him gone, don't they? He can tell
They
a lot of
don't want
stories.
him to be around because they are afraid that he can be a poster boy for the immigrants. They don't want that.
Heidi put in here, pray for Greenland.
Yes, absolutely, Heidi. I understand that's your country should have the benefits, and Greenland people should feel happy with the way they want to be.
Mm-hmm. So again, your questions, I take screenshots and they'll be passed on to Violetta, and she can choose what she'd like to answer.
And thank you, Cheryl, for helping me. Thank you, Janet and Tom, and thank you,
Jackie
Brooke.
tells me that I stress her out.
Yeah, that's true. I can't say that this is not stressful. This is stressful because it's like coming for exam all the time, and she is one more question on that subject. So I have to tell her the truth that it's very stressful. I don't know why I'm feeling. I'm making this to look very friendly, and some of you are telling me that I'm calming you down. So I love it. And people who are coming for private reading, sometimes they are giving me the feelings that they say that I help them to deal with situations and took the stress. Unknown is the worst thing. And so I'm grateful that I have this job, but it is sometimes making me feel very weak.
Well, I've been asking you questions for the last, 7 years?
All the time, and it was helpful, I know.
Anyways, thank you very much for joining
and before
us.
it was Leszek, and he was pushing the buttons too, sometimes even more than you do.
Yeah, and I used to write out questions for Leszek to ask you.
Yeah.
So we were doubling up on things.
And, he believed in me so much, and you wouldn't ask me if you wouldn't believe in me, probably.
No.
I'm giving myself the kiss. But it is the journey is it's a journey, and it's a hard working up the hill journey. You want to be correct when you are psychic. You want to always answer the correct answer, and it's sometimes you don't even know how to read the
And you can block a psychic from reading you.
Oh,
because
you can.
Roman has blocked you.
Yeah,
I have blocked you when I've given you gifts.
Leszek was not. He went to USA and he didn't want me to know what he is doing. He said that you want to interfere with my life when you are telling me things. He didn't want me to tell him.
And when I give you gifts and you try to get it out of me and I won't give it to you and you can't pick up what it is. So you can block psychics.
You can. It is possible.
But for anybody who has not met Violetta, the visions that she gets are immediate. Many I would not want in my head. Mm-hmm. But then it has to relate to some story in your life in order to interpret the visions.
Yeah, but sometimes you're asking questions about things that interest you in the politics.
And political for here in Alberta.
And and then she will say, yeah, you were right. Mm-hmm. He is sucking 2 cows. So it can, I'm not saying the name or what the story is all about, but sometimes it is nice to know that it gave her the perspective to know who that person is.
Mm-hmm. And that's what readings are all about. You can change. It is our path. It is free will.
But it is sometimes possible to be prepared for things and ready to act on that.
So again, please post after this video is posted, put your questions into the comment section after. And those will be looked at for Friday night's video.
Yeah.
And-
And please write your questions, if you can, in capital letters. That's easy for me to spot them.
Yeah, most of the time I take screenshots of questions and I send the questions to you, so you don't have to go through everything.
Yeah, I'm getting cataracts, so I'm trying not to read as much in the night as I used to.
Yeah, well,
My eyes was 6 years ago when Leszek left, I didn't need glasses, and now I have a cataract. So it is damaging to the eyes, especially when I'm reading things in the night.
And Heidi says that she's going to go visit her husband Frankie now.
Oh, so she was at home.
Mm-hmm.
So he's all the time in the hospital, and she's coming home.
So we'll see you. I'll see you next Monday.
But I will try to make it on Saturday as usual. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, just wait a second here. Gino says, I've had a couple of readings with Violetta. I cannot tell you how accurate she is and kind. Have a reading with her. You won't regret it.
Thank you, Gino. Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye. Gino is the one with